Before diving into today's episode, did you know that this podcast has a supporters club? By becoming a member, you not only gain access to exclusive content, but also play a crucial role in supporting your favorite podcast. See the link in the episode description to find out more. Now, let's get back to the episode.
You're listening to the Productive, Not Busy podcast, where we show you how to do life and business confident, focused, and with a plan so that you can make more money. Have more free time and less stress. Your host, Wayne Withersby, will uncover actionable hacks, strategies, tips, and insights you can use today to live a better, more productive life. It's time to boost your mindset, confidence, and your attitude. Here's your host, Coach Wayne.
Okay, and we're back. Today's a good one. I've experienced this quite a bit with several different folks in my path in the last couple weeks. But we're going to talk about finding the strength when you don't feel like you're being widely supported. Okay, and you'll kind of see where I'm going with this as we go along. One of the quiet realities, of pursuing something meaningful, whether it's in business, a dream, a calling, a craft, is that not everyone around you will immediately recognize the value of what you're doing. Sometimes the people closest to you, even, the ones that in your daily sphere, are not the first to rally behind your vision. And that's okay. It is more common than you might think. I've experienced it myself. Listen to this. My podcast reaches listeners in places I've never been, countries I've never even stepped foot on. I have more listeners in the United Kingdom than I do right here in my own hometown in Florida. And at first, I was kind of pissed, and that surprised me a little bit, but I got over it in time. I realized that this was something powerful that came across me. Your passion is not defined by proximity. Your purpose is not shaped by local applause. And your success is not validated by who does or does not immediately recognize your passion and potential. This is one of the core truths behind my book, The Discomfort Zone. Growth does not happen when everyone around you agrees, approves, or understands. Growth happens when you commit to your mission, even when the support is quiet or slow or coming from unexpected places. It is natural to want encouragement from those you know and love. We are wired that way. We want our friends and our colleagues and our community to cheer us on. But let me tell you something. Life does not work like that. Sometimes the people around you see you as who you were, not who you were becoming. They remember the old chapters, not the new identity that you're trying to write. Other times, people simply are not aware of the depth of your passion. They are busy living their own lives. They may not understand the significance of what you are building or the courage it takes to build it. And occasionally, even though it is not the majority, your steps into growth unintentionally highlight areas where others feel stuck. That is not a reason to shrink, though. It is simply a reminder that your journey is your journey. Support is not always going to be loud. Sometimes it's eerily quiet and silent. Sometimes it develops slowly. And sometimes it comes from places far beyond your immediate circle. I get messages from people in Scotland and Australia and Brazil and Canada. Your dreams were given to you, not to the crowd around you. That means you do not need approval to pursue them. You do not need a committee vote to take action. You do not need guaranteed applause to take the next step. Waiting for agreement before moving forward and toward your purpose is one of the fastest ways to stall your own progress. Confidence does not come from being supported first. Confidence comes from supporting yourself enough to get started. This is where stepping into your discomfort zone becomes essential. Growth rarely happens inside a familiar routine. It happens when you challenge your beliefs, challenge your limits and your habits, and sometimes even your expectations of how others will respond. Most people treat discomfort like something to avoid. But discomfort is not danger. It is data. It tells you exactly where your next breakthrough is waiting to happen. See, in my book, The Discomfort Zone, I talk about the moment when discomfort shifts from being an obstacle to being a compass. When something scares you, when it stretches you, or feels unfamiliar, it is usually pointing you toward a part of your life that is ready for that expansion. Think about the first time you spoke in public. It sucked, right? It was uncomfortable. The first time you called a prospect, uncomfortable. Most of us aren't afraid to make the call. We're afraid somebody's going to pick up. The first time you launch something, uncomfortable, right? The first time you believed in yourself more than the others did, uncomfortable. Yet every meaningful step toward and forward began in a moment that you did not feel easy with. So I'm going to ask you, or you ask yourself, where in your life discomfort is calling you to rise rather than to retreat? It's in the starting. Okay? Is it in the starting of the business you've been thinking about? Or is it in the publishing of your content consistently? Or is it learning a new skill? Is it in betting on yourself more boldly? Or is it showing up even when the audience is super small or non-existent? I can tell you some stories about that from our music days when we would show up to places and nobody knew who we were when we first got started. We played to 3 people. It's crazy. You know, it could even be growing when no one is nearby even notices. Each of these requires stepping into a space where the outcome is not guaranteed, but the growth is absolutely guaranteed. It's easy to focus on who's not supporting you. It takes intention to notice who that is. The truth is, the people who resonate with your message, your mission, and your energy might not even live next door or in your house or be your friends. They might be across the country, across the continent, across the world. They might be discovering your voice at the exact moment they need it without ever meeting you in person. I hear that all the time, and it blows me away. That is the beauty of passion. It travels. It finds people. It creates communities in a way geography cannot. So do not overlook the value of the support that is already present simply because it's not coming from where you expected it. When you pursue something bold, something new, something meaningful, there will always be a period where the people around you are watching more than cheering. Not because they don't care, but because they're learning who you're becoming. Give them time. Give yourself some grace. And give your passion the commitment it deserves. Choose one thing that feels uncomfortable, but aligned with who you and where you want to go. With just one action, one decision, and one step. And take it. And not for the approval and not for the applause, but for you. Growth lives in places we hesitate to visit. Confidence lives in the actions we take anyway. Your potential is waiting on the other side of that discomfort. So be bold and be daring, and keep moving towards the vision that belongs to you. When you do, you will not need everyone's support, I promise. You will have something way more powerful than that, and that's some momentum and some peace of mind. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm blown away by the global support that this show gets. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Be safe. Take care. Sell a bunch. And go find somebody and say something nice to them. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
You've been listening to the Productive, Not Busy podcast. Please hit the subscribe and notification of new episodes button and visit us on social media like Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok for bonus content.